Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing my second presidential election prediction for the month of July. And if you don't know, recently Trump was almost assassinated and killed at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. And that really changes the whole spectrum of this election. So basically, Trump almost getting assassinated, I do believe that boosts his campaign a lot due to him showing that he won't back down. And I do feel like some moderates will actually go for Trump due to this almost him being assassinated. So as always, let's just get into it. We have to start with the safe Biden states. Those are going to be Washington, California, Hawaii, the District of Columbia, Maryland, Massachusetts, Vermont, and New York, as well as Maine's 1st District. And you're like, Maryland, predictions. What about Delaware and Connecticut and Rhode Island and New Jersey and New Mexico and Colorado and Oregon? Well, we'll talk about later when we get into the likely and lean states. Now let's go to the safe Republican states. All of the usual ones. Really the only change from my last prediction was Texas, Florida, and I really forgot. I don't know if in my last prediction I had Iowa and Ohio likely. But anyways, all of those states are going to be put into the safe column now. And I'm pretty sure that's it. All we have to fill in is Nebraska's at large and Maine's 2nd District. Now let's go to the likely Democratic states. Oregon, Delaware, Rhode Island, and, Connecticut and Illinois. Oh, and Colorado. So, I'm pretty sure most of us can't agree with Colorado. Maybe a couple of you guys can agree with Illinois or Oregon. But the reason I have Delaware, Connecticut, and Rhode Island is because Biden won these states by like 20 points, some by 19, some by 18. Illinois was won by 16. And my margins are 8% to 14% is likely. So I definitely think in some of these states, Trump can gain 6 percentage points, 7 percentage points, 9 percentage points, 11 percentage points. I really think Trump can do it. And yeah, it might just because it's because of my conservative bias, because I am more conservative leaning. But I think some more open-minded people can agree with me. But I guess we'll just move on to the likely Republican states now. These are going to be the southern Republican-leaning swing states of Georgia and North Carolina. And, well, I have two main reasons. I don't think Biden is going to be able to get enough of that Atlanta suburb and Raleigh, however you want to say that North Carolina city name. Well, just basically, I don't think he can get enough suburban votes from the cities of North Carolina and Georgia. And and the second reason is I don't think he can gather up enough of those black voters as well. As we know, like the rest of the country, African American voters are trending massively towards Republicans and Donald Trump specifically. Well, not really specifically, because the entire country, not just the presidency, it's all trending towards Republicans. Now let's go to the lean Democratic states, New Mexico and New Jersey. So the reason I have New Mexico and New Jersey in here is because there have been several polls that shows Trump up in both of these states. And the second reason is, again, those suburban voters. I don't think Biden is going to be able to win those. And minorities. Biden has lost a lot of support from minorities. And minorities are a big chunk of the vote in New Mexico and New Jersey. So I don't think that Joe Biden's going to see that same success that he saw in these two states in 2020. But I do think currently he is going to be able to hold on to both of these. Now let's move to the lean Republican states. See, there's a less conservative swing states Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And that already gives Trump 312 electoral votes. And I'm also going to add in there Nebraska 2nd District because Nebraska 2nd District is centered around its biggest city and capital, Omaha, and it does include most of those suburbs. And again, Biden is not going to be able to reach out to those suburban white working class voters. So that's why I'm putting that in lean along with these less conservative swing states. I'm pretty sure most of us can agree on that. Maybe not Nebraska's 2nd District, but we'll just move on to the final states, the tilt states. The first one, we're going to go from East Coast to West Coast. Let's start with Maine's at-large 2 electoral votes. I think Biden is going to slightly edge out Trump here because I think we all know Maine's 2nd District is more independent-leaning than Maine's 1st District. So I think Kennedy is going to be able to take a good enough chunk of those voters from Maine's 2nd District to take away from that Trump vote more than that vote he takes from Biden in Maine's 1st District. So that's why I think Kennedy is going to be able to slightly beat Trump out there. Or Biden, sorry. Now let's move on to New Hampshire. I think Trump is going to take this state by a tilt margin because New Hampshire, it's extremely similar to Maine. But I do think New Hampshire is slightly more conservative leaning than Maine, but it is still Democrat. But what I think is here, Kennedy is also going to take a good chunk of the vote from both sides. I think a bit more than Trump, but I don't think that's going to be enough because New Hampshire is a bit more conservative than Maine, so I think Trump's going to come through here. Now let's go to Virginia. Again, I have it as tilt Republican because I really think Glenn Youngkin, the governor since 2021, I think he really more conservatized this state, which really showed so much hatred towards Donald Trump. He lost this primary in 2016, although he held strong in 2020 and 2024. I think Trump is going to slightly snatch this state due to, again, Biden not being able to reach out to those white suburban working class voters in the Richmond suburbs. And yeah, I think that hatred of Donald Trump could really come to an end here in Virginia due to Glenn Youngkin and Biden losing so much support. And remember, there is a good chunk of minority voters in Virginia that are losing hope in Biden. Now let's go to Minnesota, which I think Biden is going to just closely hang on to. The reason is I think Biden, he was losing so much support in Minnesota and Michigan in November and December because of the war in Gaza, because Arab voters do make up 2 or 3% of the voting in Minnesota and Michigan. More in Michigan though, but in Minnesota, I think Biden. A couple months ago, I would have, if I had my YouTube channel, I would have had Trump winning Minnesota lean or tilt. Now I have Biden winning tilt because I really think that war on Gaza is starting to become more of a still really important issue, but I feel like it's cooling a bit. Voters are kind of being less harsh on it, and some of those Arab voters are starting to get even more worried about Trump, so they're flocking back to Biden. But to sum it up, Trump still wins by a landslide. Biden hangs on to Minnesota and Maine. Trump flips every single swing state, as well as Virginia and New Hampshire. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I might not be able to do a couple videos for a couple of days. I don't know. I probably can, but if I don't post for a couple of days, don't get surprised. And well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my videos, and please subscribe, like, comment some good ideas. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.